The standard and tradition that we've set here over my time here, I want to be a team that competes and is in the hunt to win a Big Ten championship. We haven't got a regular season one yet. We won the tournament obviously a couple years ago, but and then obviously a team that makes the NCAA tournament and hopefully makes a run in the NCAA tournament.
How about you individually?
I think if we win, I think all the rest of the individual stuff will take care of itself. I try not to get too caught up in that. There's still a lot. We have hopefully 35 plus games to be played. Hopefully all that work itself out. I work hard to put myself in a position to be successful. Work on this every day. So it's just kind of I hope to have a good season.
Did you just come from a workout, or what were you doing?
A lot of shooting. Yeah, a lot of shooting. Ball handling. Just skill stuff. Hone in on certain things.
And that was before practice?
Yeah.
Why do you do it?
Just do it every day, and I'm not, by no means am I alone in that. I think a lot of our guys, kind of take initiative and work really hard on their individual games, and I think that's going to translate. But I'm not the only one who looks like this before practice.
Patrick, you've played a lot of basketball for Iowa. This seems like the four freshmen are going to play pretty prominent roles this year. Thinking back to when you were first getting meaningful action, what would be your advice to the freshmen they're about to step on for the first time?
Yeah, just take it day by day. Don't get too caught up in specific things. It's a long season. I try to tell them that every day. It's a long season. Don't get hung up if you have a bad game, have a bad practice. So you try not to have those days, but they're inevitable with such a long season. So, just keep your head high, and at no point never lose belief in yourself and never lose belief in your teammates. Is kind of the overarching theme there.
It's your senior year. Do you reflect on your journey? You've had a pretty unique journey here.
Yeah, it's been fun. I've really enjoyed my career here to this point. I reflect pretty much every day. Do a lot of soul searching, internal stuff. That was more of an off-season thing, but for the most part, it's been good. It'll probably start to kick in a little bit more once we start playing games and all that kind of stuff, but. I'm ready for it to be my last time. Obviously, it doesn't have to be, but for just in my eyes, obviously, we still have 35 games left. Hopefully, more than that to, figure that out. But so I'm looking forward to just relishing every opportunity with my teammates.
How are you going to be able to balance? You've always been kind of a reflective person. How are you going to be able to balance reflecting on your career and kind of everything versus kind of living in the moment, knowing that this could be your last go around?
Yeah, I would say you save the reflection for after the season. I try not to think too deeply or internalize a lot of stuff until kind of the whole thing is over. That's when you kind of do your deep dive. You kind of you take certain feelings and certain emotions into account throughout the season, but for the most part. Where you really kind of make decisions is after the end of the year, because it's a long season. There's a lot of ups and downs. There's times where you want to make really rash decisions. There's times where you're frustrated. Times when you're really happy, and that's it's always going to be like that. It's going to be a roller coaster of emotions throughout the whole season. So just kind of stay ready for that, and don't make any huge rash decisions till the season's over.
How have you grown as a leader heading into your senior year?
Yeah, obviously. It's hard, there's just more opportunity to lead. I've always never been afraid to lead. Did it in high school. It's obviously very different here. We had a lot of older guys. We had Connor for however long.
Yeah.
He was kind of the leader. He took that role. That was something he took a lot of pride in. He was very good at it. So, for me, I'm not like a rah-rah, hype up speech kind of guy. I can do one every once in a while, but I'm more so, kind of focused on the just tactical aspect and, just kind of overall just want to be there for the younger guys, kind of let them know what it's like. Obviously, I've experienced, this is my 5th year, so 4th year playing, so I know what it's like. Experience pretty much everything you can experience here. So, being able to help them and guide them and just kind of use my experience for them is something that it's the way I've been able to do it.
Who's the best rah-rah speech kind of guy on the team?
Oh, probably, I would say Tony probably can give a good one.
Okay.
I could give a good one. It's just I don't. It's not really my thing. I actually gave a really good one before the Quincy game. I thought I was proud of that, but it's not. But it's something I'm not gonna do that every day. It's gotta hit you at the right time.
What did you say before the Quincy game?
Can't repeat it.
What would you say to people who are maybe on the fence about buying tickets to see you guys play?
I mean, like, you know, the only way I can really control that, like, nothing I can say is really gonna convince them either way. It's just, you know, like how we play on the floor. At the end of the day, if people are on the fence about buying tickets or not, like, there's several ways you go about that. You could tell them, okay, stay home the whole season when we start rattling off wins, or, you know, just like, or, you know, welcome them when the time comes. It's like, you know, we do have a lot of unproven people. I understand maybe why fans would be skeptical. We have a lot of, you know, like, still have some stuff that I think we're gonna have a good team, but like, I understand why people on the outside might not see it that way. But I've been here every day. I'm very confident in my teammates and myself and our coaches to, you know, put together good game plans and for us to, you know, produce on the floor. And if you can't get behind that, then it is what it is.
Patrick, Lodgy strikes me as a really unique kind of prospect, a unique player. I mean, you've been in this building as long as your dad has. I mean, is there anybody that's been in an Iowa uniform that you could kind of compare Lodgy's game to, or is he just kind of his own player?
Nobody off the top of my head. He's pretty unique. Relentless rebounder. Just always in the mix for every rebound, which is always a very redeeming quality in young bigs. You know, if you gotta want to get on the glass, and he just kind of has a nose for it, a knack for it. Doesn't quit. So, you know, that's obviously stuff that is really good to see from him. You know, and he's gotten so much better since the day that he got here. Not saying he was bad when he got here, but like, he just, like, his improvement has been very drastic, and it's been really fun to see, and I'm excited, you know, for him to stay on that same trajectory.
When you kind of just talk about your confidence in this team, like, we haven't seen, you know, obviously you guys play much. Like, what else have you seen behind the scenes that gives you that confidence in the group?
Yeah, you know, I think we got a lot of weapons. We got a lot of people that can hurt you. I think, you know, it's kind of hard to be an elite defensive team with how we play on offense. It's a very high possession game. The teams are going to score points. But I think we're going to make some strides on that end. I think, you know, we're very bought into the defensive side of the ball, and we know, like, it's going to, like, points are going to come, obviously. Like, we're going to score the basketball. I'm not worried about that. It's defensive rebounding is kind of what's going to, you know, make or break our season, realistically. So we know that. We're well aware. And so we've been really locked in and trying to get better every single day. And, you know, it's been a fun process.
How's that bulletin board that you guys have of all the preseason prognostications in there? Does it feel? I know the one that got you guys was like somebody picked you 13th or something.
Yeah, you know, it's I don't think we've actually, like, hung it up, like, on a billboard. Like, we don't have, not that I've seen, but, you know, definitely we kind of take that into account. And, you know, it's like preseason rankings, and especially college sports now, it's like, it's impossible. How are you supposed to predict anything? But at the end of the day, we see some pretty outlandish predictions. And, you know, it's like, it is what it is. Most people can pick however they want. Preseason rankings, though, really, they don't mean anything. It's all about what you put on the floor. There needs to be continuity with your roster. It doesn't matter how many good players you have if there's no continuity. So, and I think we have good continuity, and I'm excited. And at the end of the day, the only thing we can really do, I could sit here in front of you and curse out every single person who made one, but would rather just go out on the floor and let them feel stupid themselves.